Shalom, all praise the Yahweh Shem Shah, the blessed Apostle J. Best. I'm going to connect with the video. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on the book of Romans 13 and 11. So let's begin. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. High time meaning like an appointed time, a definite time. Like how in noon, the sun is high in the sky. So it says that high time means an appointed time, a definite time. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to wake out of sleep. It's high time to wake out of sleep, man. It's not time for us to be sleeping anymore. Alright? It's not time for us to be sleeping anymore. It's time for us to wake up. Which we've already awoken. But it's time for the rest of the elect to wake up. The 2/3 is not going to get it. The other nation's not going to get it because it's not meant for them to get it. It's not appointed unto them. But it's high time for the elect to wake up, man. Because the closer we are to that 144,000 being sealed, the closer we are to our Lord coming back. Our Lord Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. So our salvation is closer now than what we thought it was before. Alright? And this was written 2,000 years ago, so imagine how much closer we are now. You know, that shows you even back then. They thought it was close. But now it's even closer. Alright? It tells you that there was a dispute between the Greeks about the handing out of. Alright? Let's go to the next scripture. Alright? Let me go to the next scripture. This is Matthew 15 and 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. So it says, speaking about the blind leading the blind. Now, a person that's blind is a person that can't see. A person that's unaware of their surroundings. In this case, talking about people who are blind spiritually, who can't see things with their spiritual eyes. So Yahweh Shah saying, let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. So they be spiritually blind leading others that are spiritually blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So if a person who's literally blind leads another person that's literally blind, both of them go fall into a hole. Both of them go fall into a ditch because neither one of them can see where they're going. But in this aspect, when it's saying the blind lead the blind, they both shall fall into a ditch, meaning they both can fall into destruction. So you got guys like Nate, Nathaniel 7, General Gehenna, and those are the guys out there that's claiming to be prophets of the Lord, claiming to be teachers of the word of Yahweh Shem Shah, but they aren't teaching the truth the way it's supposed to be taught. So they're blind. They're blind leading others that are blind. And they both can fall into a ditch. They both can fall into destruction. They both can be destroyed when Yahweh Shah comes back. Because they're not teaching the truth, man. And when you look at these videos, these guys have more videos than we do here at GMS. They got thousands upon thousands of views, tens of thousands of views. Some of these guys' videos would be 60, 70,000, 100,000, and stuff like that. But those are all people that's just blind, being led by the blind. And they're all going to be destroyed, man. They're not aware of what's going on. They wouldn't know the truth if it hit them in the face. Okay? This is the book of Isaiah 56 and 10. His watchmen are blind, they are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark. So what's the job of a watchman? A job of a watchman is to stand upon his watch and to look over the city. To look over the gates of the city, to make sure there were no intruders. To make sure there wasn't an invasion. Make sure there was no one there that could threaten the sanctity of the city. But if you have a watchman that's blind, the watchman is useless because the watchman can't see and warn the people and warn the inhabitants of the city. They are all ignorant. They're void of knowledge. They lack knowledge. They are all dumb dogs that cannot bark. To be dumb means to not be able to speak. A dumb dog that cannot bark is a dog that doesn't make any sound. A dog that doesn't bark when they see an intruder. If you got a dog in your house and your dog don't bark when they see an intruder, The dog is basically useless because anybody could just break into your house and kill anybody, steal something, and the dog let him go right past because the dog isn't doing what it's supposed to do, which is warn its owner. Well, that's how these so-called prophets are. They're blind watchmen, ignorant watchmen. They're all dumb. They don't bark. Sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber. Like a dog that doesn't bark and it loves to sleep, it loves to lay down, it loves to slumber. That's them. Sitting there leading people astray, leading the sheep to the slaughter. Verse 11. That's why the scripture says, high time we gotta sleep. These people are sleeping. Look who they're following. Yea, they are greedy dogs, which can never have enough. So they're greedy and they can never have enough. You know, they're charging these guys exponential amounts of money in tights, charging these people exponential amounts of money for garments and things of that nature, for signs. You know what I mean? They're greedy. They're materialistic. They're not spiritual. Which can never have enough. They can never have enough. And guys, you better believe General Gehenna and Nathaniel 7, they live in large, man. These guys live in large. They got money. You know? Money that they got from the people. And they are shepherds that cannot understand, right? They're shepherds that cannot understand. Because if they could understand, they know that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast. They know that America is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear destruction very soon. And anyone that gets the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, is going to die away of thermonuclear destruction. But they're not teaching that. They teach you the mark of the beast is sleeping with a white woman. The mark of the beast, Solomon had the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast is sleeping with a white woman. The mark of the beast is Christianity. The mark of the beast is an embargo. Like, come on, man. What the hell y'all talking about, man? You're out of your goddamn minds. The mark of the beast is the RFID chip, radio frequency identification device. That's the mark of the beast. Okay, that's why the scripture says you're not gonna be able to buy no sell save he that has the mark. So if you don't got the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, when this economy collapses, you're not gonna be able to buy anything, you're not gonna be able to sell anything because everything's gonna be on that chip. So people gonna be forced to get that chip, and some people gonna willingly get that chip. They all look to their own way, everyone for his gain from his quarter. Right? They all look for their own way, meaning they all look to feed their own belly. They all look to satisfy themselves. They all look for their own gain, their own financial gain. Their own, to boost their own stature from his quarter. Okay, let's get another scripture. This is Zechariah 7:11. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder. This is children of Israel. They refused to hearken. They refused to listen. They pulled away the shoulder. Like when a person puts their hand on your shoulder for you to, so that they can get your attention, and you pull your shoulder away, you're refusing to hearken to the message they're trying to deliver unto you. But that's what they're doing to us, the prophets. Because once again, it's high time to wake out of sleep, and they don't want to awake. So when we try to wake them up, we're putting our hands on their shoulder, they're pulling away from us because they want to be sleeping and stop their ears. Right? They didn't hear what we got to say. That they stopped their ears. They should not hear. Yea, they made their heart as an adamant stone. They made their heart, meaning their mind, as an adamant stone, as a hard stone. Okay, the heart is talking about, go back to the heart, go back to Hebrew. Heart go back to the Hebrew word lav, meaning mind. So they made their heart as an adamant stone. They made their mind like a hard stone. They made their mind hard, or they made their heads hard, or hard-headed. Someone that's stubborn. And it's not your mind located in your head. Someone says they made their hearts as adamant stone. They made their mind like a stone, their head like a stone, hard-headed, stubborn. Lest they should hear the law and the words which Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts have sent in his spirit by the four prophets. So they didn't want to hear the word that the Most High sent in his spirit by the four prophets. The prophets going all the way back to the time of Isaiah. The prophets before Zechariah. They didn't want to hearken unto them. So guess what? We have the same prophets coming back today, and they don't want to hearken to us now. They don't want to hearken to us now. That's why when that time comes, they're going to be destroyed. Okay? And the words which Yahweh Shah of hosts, and the words which Yahweh Shah of hosts have sent in his spirit by the four prophets, therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. And that's what's going to happen. A great wrath will come from the Lord of hosts. And hosts meaning armies, Lord of armies. Therefore it has come to pass that as he cried and they would not hear, so they cried and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. So guess what? The time is going to come when they're going to cry for the help. They're going to cry and ask the Lord to help them, and the Lord not going to hear them. Because when the Lord cried unto them through his prophets, they wouldn't hear us. So they cried, now we're not here, saith the Lord of hosts. So the Lord cried through his prophets to wake up his people, and they would not hear. So now when they cry unto the Lord is not going to hear. The Lord's not going to hear their cries. Because the Lord gave them a time to awake. And we're in that time now, and they refuse. So when that time comes, they're going to be destroyed. So then we're going to close. I'm going to say, all praise to Yahweh Shem Shah. The blind say, positive GMS. All of us learn something. Shalom.